Hello students. In our previous class, we have discussed the first essential of a valid contract, that is agreement. Today we are going to talk about the second essential of a valid contract, that is intention to create legal relations. So whenever parties give an offer and the one party gives an offer and the other party accepts that offer, there should be an intention among the parties to create legal relations. Then only it will be a contract between the parties. So there must be an intention among the parties to create legal relations. If the intention is not to create legal relations, it will not give rise to a contract between the parties. So whenever agreements, so there are certain agreements which are of social or domestic nature, and when such agreements are created or when such promises are made, there is no intention to create legal relations, so they do not give rise to a contract between the parties. Sometimes there will be, due to social obligation or domestic obligation, one person gives an offer to the other person and that offer will be accepted by the other party. That doesn't mean that it will be a contract, because it is not a legal obligation. That means the contract or that agreement will not be legally enforceable by law. What is an example of that? So an agreement to dine at friend's house, to have a dinner at friend's house, is not an agreement intended to create legal relations, and therefore it is not a contract. Say for example, A gives an offer to B and says that today evening you come to my house to have a dinner. B says that yes, I will come to have dinner at your place today. So A prepared the food and kept on waiting for B. B did not turn up. Will A have any remedy in the court of law? Can he go to a court and file a case against B that I had prepared dinner for my friend B, and as there was an agreement between us, and as per the promise, he did not come to have a dinner at my place and had spent 500 rupees for preparing for the dinner, and B should be ordered by the court to reimburse that amount to me? No, because it was just a social obligation or social duty to attend the dinner at friend's house, or it should be opposite to that. Say for example, B goes as per the agreement or as per the promise between the parties. B goes to have a dinner at A's place. A has not prepared anything, so B had to again go to a restaurant to have dinner. Can he file a case against his friend A that there was an agreement between us, and A had not prepared anything, and so I had to go to restaurant and spend money and have dinner. So A should be ordered to reimburse that money by the court of law? No, because when an offer was given by A and when that same offer was accepted by B, there was no intention to create legal relations, but it was just a duty to be enforceable. That was a social duty, social obligation, and it was not enforceable by law. It will not lead to a contract between the parties. Again, same, whenever there is an agreement between husband and wife, there is no intention to create legal relationship, and it will not lead to a contract. So whenever there will be any agreement or promise between husband and wife, say for example, husband says to his wife that on your birthday I will gift you a cell phone worth 50,000 rupees. Wife says that yes, I am ready, I will be very happy. But on the birthday, husband does not give any gift to the wife. Will the wife have any remedy in the court of law? Can she go and file a case against husband that there was an agreement or promise between us and he had given an offer, I had accepted that offer, and he had not given anything to me, and court should order him to give a cell phone worth rupees 50,000? Can it happen? No, because when the promise was given by husband, there was no intention to create legal relation. Just it was an agreement of domestic nature between husband and wife, and it will not result into a contract between the parties. So second essential ingredient of a contract is that when agreement is created, there should be an intention to create legal relation. There is a famous case or leading case on this point, that is Balfour versus Balfour. This was the case which was decided in the year 1919. So as we are following this law, this act, that is Indian Contract Act, which was passed in the year 1872. So all the cases which were decided by Britishers, those are applicable to us in this law also. So in this case, Balfour versus Balfour, Mr. Balfour, he was deputed on his duty to Sri Lanka. While going to Sri Lanka, Mrs. Balfour was not keeping well, and her doctor advised her not to accompany Mr. Balfour to Sri Lanka, not to go with him, as her health was not permitting her to for the change of weather. So Mrs. Balfour had to stay back in London. While leaving the wife, husband made a promise that I will pay you 30 pounds per month. As you cannot accompany me, I will pay you 30 pounds per month. For few months after leaving England, he paid the money to wife. After some certain months, he stopped the payment. So wife filed a case against husband in the court of law under Contract Act, saying that there was a contract between me and my husband, and as per that contract he has to pay 30 pounds to me. Whether she will be eligible to get that 30 pounds per month as per the Contract Act? No. Wife Husband, it is the duty of husband to pay maintenance to the wife. But here, as she had filed a case under Contract Act, she will not get any remedy, any relief as per this law, because there was no contract between the parties. Contract was not created. When husband gave a promise to the wife, it was just out of domestic relationship between the parties, and there was no intention to create legal relation between the parties. Therefore, she lost the case. So, on this point, often case study will be asked in your question paper. Case study, which is a compulsory question for 5 marks. How the case study is asked in previous year's question papers on this point. A invites his friend B to see a movie with him on a particular day for a particular show at a cinema hall. So there is an agreement between two friends. A says that we'll watch a movie today. B says that yes, we will watch. A says that I will purchase 2 tickets for the show and I will wait for you. You come at particular time. He gives a time. You come at this time. They are there and we will watch a movie. So A purchased 2 tickets and kept on waiting for his friend to come. But B did not turn up. B doesn't come. So in this case, can A sue B? Sue means to file a case in the court of law. Can A file a case in the court of law against his friend B that there was an agreement between us to see a movie and I purchased the ticket and my friend did not come, and court should give an order to B to pay compensation to me for that, or pay money whatever I have spent for purchasing the ticket? No. So this is a social agreement between the friends. So there is a particular way to write a case study under business law. How to write a case study, we will discuss it in one class. So there should be 5 points you have to write. You have to remember the case law which comes under this which covers this point of law, that is intention to create legal relationship. You have to mention the name of the case, Balfour versus Balfour. All these things should be covered in that case study. So in one class we will discuss one case study so that you will come to know how to write a case study. Thank you.